Right, we're going to work on the Works Cited. So the first thing that you do is you type in Works Cited, and I want this centered. So I put the cursor up in the front and I go over here to center a line. With the cursor at the end, before I do anything else, remember I need to double space. So I set up for double line spacing and I hit enter. And the cursor is centered, but I don't want it centered. I need it to go back over here, which is called left justify. So I go back up here to align and I go to left align or left justify. And from this point, I'm ready to begin my citation, and I will be doing a punching the air, right? The first book that we read. And so we need to see, how do I do it when there are two authors? And I'm going to go to Owl at Purdue MLA. Books with more than one author. When a book has two authors, start by listing the first name that appears on the book and the last name, first name format. Subsequent author names appear in the normal order. So Gillespie, Paula, and Neil Lerner. So that means that I'm going to have to type in Zaboy, Ibi, and Yusuf Salams. Looking at it, Zaboy, Ibi, and Yusuf Salam. So I see after I have the author's names that I need to do the title of the book. So that's the container. And you can see that this is italicized. Everything is capitalized except for small words. And there's a period at the end. So we're looking at punching the air. From here, I need to italicize it. So I'm going to highlight. I'm not going to italicize the period. I'm going to do everything up to the period. Just hit that I. And now my next, since I did not italicize the period, now my next entry will not be italicized. So I need to go ahead and look, what do I need to do next? And so it has, this is the publisher who published it somewhere. Balzer and Bray. Balzer and Bray is who published it. After I have the publisher, then I need to have a comma. And notice Balzer and Bray are capitalized. And the last thing that I need to do here is put the date that it was published. So I'm going to go back up here and see when this book was published. So it says, and we're just going to put 2020. And at the very end, I have to put my period. And as you can see, book works cited are fairly simple. It gets more complicated when you do short stories inside a book, or when you do a poem inside a book, or when you do a journal article that's published inside a journal. That's when it gets a little bit more confusing.